Chat, YouTube, it's deck time. It's time for a little bit of Sultai Living In. This is a deck that we tried when Lordwood Eclipse first came out and Deceit and Wistfulness were put into the deck. We're revisiting it once again today, this time with no formidable speaker. Instead, we have 4 copies of Living In, of course. We got the 4 Ent and the 4 Troll to respectively Swamp and Forest Cycle. And then we got 4 copies of Force of Negation as a free spell. No Subtlety in the main deck. 4 Halo Forager to cast it out of the graveyard since you have Overlord to mill over copies of Living End. You got 4 Shardless Agents, your 4 Curators to cycle as well, 4 Riverwinders, then Overlord to mill over Wistfulness and Deceit. Deceit you can use to Thoughtseize somebody. Wistfulness you could also just use to draw 2 and discard 1 or destroy any problematic artifacts or enchantments. Mana base wise, I definitely enjoy the 2 copies of the Sunken Ruins over here. We got a Breeding Pool, Forest, Hedge Maze, Island, 2 copies of Mistrise Village to give our Living End uncounterable if we have 5 mana. Then we've got 1 Otawara that we can channel and bounce something. Then we got Overgrown Tomb, Swamp, Undercity Sewers, Mortuary, Watery Grave, and then we got a Fun of, 1 of Drowner of Truth, and a Boggart Trawler. For the sideboard, we got 4 copies of Mystical Dispute for blue decks, Brazen Borrower to bounce problematic permanents, 2 copies of Subtlety since we have none in the main deck, 4 Endurances since we also have none in the main deck, so this is really good against opposing creature decks. I've got a Shriekmaw to kill something, and then 3 copies of Force of Vigor to take out any other problematic graveyard hate that our opponent may have. Mulligan. Okay. I guess this is fine. Nice, put back Riverwinder. So we do this, we get Overgrown Tomb. Then we can channel it into blue. And then either Wistfulness or Overlord. Kahira. Get round 1 blue-white control. It's like Living End's worst matchup. They're gonna have all the Terminus. If they're on Miracles anyways. I think I just impend. Generous Ent, Troll, Wistfulness. I think I'd take Generous Ent. And snag myself a Breeding Pool. Let's get that Breeding Pool. I've been that copy of Living End. Shago. Force Negation this to Fairy. Try to rip off the top, and then have Force Negation also for the Terminus. And pray they don't play Supreme Verdict. They're not doing anything. No, my weakness. Them doing absolutely nothing. I want to cast this Overlord. I gotta make them deal with this one first, which I guess they're probably just gonna solve, dude. Bins a spell snare. Now, why would you bin that one? Okay, they're missing land drops. I think I just pass. I think I just pass, yeah. Passing seems good here. I dub it. Thank you for the prime of the 5 months. I think we cycle this, grab a forest, and then play an Overlord. I think. cast this here Overlord. It resolved. Let's take Thoughtseize on a stick. 2 Overlords? Ah, they're gonna Terminus me. I see. I am prepared. Force. And they counterspell? No. That just happens. I'm very surprised that just happened. What's in their hand? Alright, let's Thoughtseize them. I don't really know what's in their hand. I'm down for a 2-mana Thoughtseize because I could also just pick it back up. Okay. Interesting. Once more Thoughtseize. Whoa. Chant, chant, chant. Solitude. Brain Surge, Frantic Inventory. I guess I'm taking Brain Surge. What does Frantic Inventory do? Draw a card and draw a card. I want to take Solitude. I don't care about Solitude. Hmm. Let's just take a Shardless Agent. Also, don't think it matters. Alright. Pass the turn. Terminus. I'm gonna chant Terminus. Oh wow, they didn't chant. Well, that seems like a mistake. I could have just chanted in response to the Terminus trigger. And then guarantee that the Terminus resolves. And then I'd probably just lose. I guess I just do it again, but I probably just lose. I guess I just get to do it again. I don't know. Mystical Dispute. In. There's like the counter even if he chants. No. Miracle's a trigger before the spell gets put on the stack. I don't know what to board out here. Maybe it's Curator. Maybe it's Halo Forager. I feel like I can't rely on Living End very much. I'm just going to be hard casting everything. I think we take out 2 Halo Foragers and a Living End. I'm probably just going to be hard casting and attacking. Maybe 3 Halo Foragers. It's not a common interaction, but I think it's an important one if you're playing this deck. 10 looks fine. I was thinking about taking out another living end and just going to like 2 living ends. I think I'm just going to be hard casting as much stuff as possible. I need lands to do it though, so I'm still going to cycle this troll. Probably cycle the Riverwinder also. Cycle, cycle. Boggart Trawler. Sunken Ruins so sweet. Surge that brain. Terminus. They're really spending that Terminus on just a Boggart Trawler? Deal. One Terminus down. Curator. That's exactly what we're doing. Cast every creature in living in the plan. The plan, the game, the adventure. Deferino. Halo music. That lets me bounce to fairy and then dot sees them. No, don't dot. No, 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 no. My crab. What have you done to my crab? Damn, been a frantic inventory. Yeah, it's kind of cracked. I think it really matters what colors I leave up. Do I want to land drop this turn, or do I just want to hold this to cast it? I think I want to hit land drop this turn. Overlord to the top. Why don't we want to cascade him? Oh, to fairy. Oh, to fairy. Yes. Maybe I'm supposed to hold this Otawara. Draw 2. 2-mana draw 2 is kind of broken. Alright, crab. Do something. Maybe I have a consign. You can't cascade while Teferi's out. It just prevents you from casting the Cascade spell. All the Storm Giants is pretty annoying. Use this. Another consign. Hmm. Hey, Rooster. What is this, Solitude? My Overlord. Surprised I didn't double block. Very surprised I didn't double block. Plus is the Tev. Casting more spells, are we? Am I out of living ends? I think I have one left, right? Yeah, I have one left. Okay. That works too. Hmm. I take a Curator. Guess Wistfulness is probably better. Animate the hall. I think I just blue bounce to fairy. And I go for Shardless Agent. Okay. Take my Deceit and then take another Deceit. Everything seems okay. Oh, whoops. I was supposed to Deceit them. I didn't think it was going to resolve. I was supposed to Deceit them and take their Teferi. But honestly, if they terminate me, it's not the end of the world either. Probably also should have brought in the Endurance. So I can shuffle all my living ends back in. Jeez. I don't love this hand. It's kind of a lot of lands. I think this hand's better. Alright. I think everything is good. We get to cycle Curator, then we get to cycle Troll, grab a green land, go for a Shardless Agent. Take a counter out of their hand. Mountain. My opponent asked if I was playing the Flash Bitter Blossom. Man, I wish I was that cool. Flash Bitter Blossom sounds awesome. Tell them yes. Yes, I am. They said just wasted my turn play, grab bags of the Bitter Blossom. They said they played against that round 1 of their league. Could have been playing an Otter instead. See, there's the Otter. Flare of Denial. Punch. Or 4. If your opponent has no response to Living In, can you cycle before it resolves? No. You have to cast it and then hold priority and then cycle stuff. Because once you pass priority, if your opponent doesn't do anything, then you don't have an opportunity to act. Lame. We can grab a Hedge Maze. Halo Forager. Halo Forager. Cast Living In. Mystical Dispute. I think I want 1 Endurance like we discussed before. Just in case I run out of stuff. But they got a Thunder Trap Trainer. It's over. Also, they have Snapcaster, so maybe I want a couple of Endurances. Maybe I just take the full Endurance set. And I trim 2 of these, 1 Living End. I think I like these a little bit more against non-white control. Against white control, it seems pretty bad. I think I can cut the Riverwinders also. Maybe this Drowner of Truth. Let's trim another Halo Forager. Sure. Bobble Tapland, go. I think I want to cycle this Curator. I could play Drowner of Truth tapped and pass. I think I want to cycle this Curator. Fairy Macabre is probably a good idea. Otter. Oh, EI. Interesting. Turn 2 EI. I don't know if I like that. Yeah, I played that Cosmic list a while ago. There's a VOD on YouTube of it. We'll probably revisit it sometime. Oops. Actually, I think I should do this and just leave up Endurance. Could just run Endurance, or I could just run a Shardless Agent into Counter Magic. Is that a whiff? Oh no, he whiffed. I shock this in, then blue, green, whatever, Shardless Agent. Living in. He knows about the mystical dispute. That checks out. I was actually pretty happy if that happened. Now we have 5 power just attacking him down. He needs to find answers to the 5 power. It's not as scary living in, but it's a scary enough living in that it forces them to fight over it. So I think it was worthwhile. Alright, well, I'm happy to keep that on top and just say go. I don't think I really have to do anything else. Endurance, no. Let's sing it a super in the graveyard. I think I'm just playing a Wistfulness and then playing probably Tap Drowner. And we start by attacking. I play this Drowner as a land, I think. Draw 2 off of Flame. Alright, bye-bye, Drowner. You served your purpose here. Oh, Mistrise Village. Stack sure is good against control. Murky Tide. I think I start this turn with a Deceit. Flusterstorm. Lair. Flame, Unholy Heat. I think I just take this Flame, yeah. There's no consign of memory, so I don't care about the rest of these. Alright, take Flame. Why is Mistrise Village so good? Resolves. Yeah, bringing back Murktide. Actually not bad. Now I kind of can't endurance them, otherwise this Murktide grows. I guess I'll just endurance myself then. Put 2 more copies of Living End back in my deck. Nope. It says whenever an instant or sorcery card leaves your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Saying I gotta read cards. I'm not saying you have to. I would never make anybody read them. Double heat endurance. Well, I give up. Tried my best. Sounds good. The Ragster. Pretty sure I get Overgrown Tomb. No, I'm supposed to get Breeding Pool. I don't think it really matters. Yeah, no Banley deck lists are being posted on Goldfish. They're under regular modern though for some reason. At least that's what the last one went. It's under regular modern. Yo, Boggart Trawler. Sitting on a Thraben Charm. It's mildly annoying. Oops. What the hell just happened? Filtered the wrong color and then blew up my hand. Hmm. I mean, it's probably fine to do it even if they have the Thraben Charm. And that's just okay. I think it's just fine. They're still gonna lose both of their creatures. Trevor again with Nada today. I saw that. Deck is pretty nice. Times like this, I wish I had one Endurance in my main deck, though. Hasty Ragster. My Force of Negation. I'm not sure what to do. Maybe it's Deceit. Or I could try this Agent Block. No Cascade him. I don't know what to do. This is kind of tough. I think Deceit makes more sense also. Although if you're sitting on a bunch of creatures, it's a little worrisome to put more creatures in their graveyard. So hopefully there's a non-creature I can take. A Galv and a Spyro. Now let's see with Spyro. Maybe they won't Surveil Flage. You guys run back to Deceit them line next turn. Although they can start hitting stuff off the top of my deck too. And casting it. Is Johnny. More Force of Negation. Do I take their Spyro? Taking their Spyro seems bad. I gotta do this and take 1,000,000 damage. $1,000,000 damage. I'll take 6. I can stop a Blood Moon. I can stop a Bomba. I'm feeling pretty okay about those. Taking 7 here, going to 3. I'm dead to Flage. Discards a Static Prison. Alright, dead to Flage. Overlord of the Balemurk. Wow, that's so bad for me. Double Voice of Victory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers. Oh, they picked up a voice. Okay. Well, that helps. I have a basic swamp in my deck. I do have a basic swamp in my deck. Is the basic swamp still in my deck? Looks like it. Alright, and now we pray. I'm dead to Bomba. I'm dead to Flage. Man, that Manic Overlord was so bad for me. Can't express how bad that was for me. Words are not enough. Alright, not beating most things. Not beating Bomba. Not beating a Johnny, probably. I guess I could beat a Johnny. That I can beat. Alright, 6. I need 3 of these to connect. So if I bounce, I could Thoughtseize them and then bounce Ocelot per item. Oops, all Ragsters. It's a lot of Ragster. The Math, this is Xaxes. The Math. Force of Negation kind of rotted in my hand. I didn't care for Force of Negation. I don't think I want Force of Negation. I think I do want Subtlety, though. Probably no Riverwinder. And one less Halo Forager. I guess I want the Shriekmaw, too. Shriekmaw's kind of nice. Why Drowner? Drowner's a creature land. If you mill over it, it's a 7/6. I'm not saying it's right, but I get why it's in here. It's to make people ask why Drowner. Oh, it's mulliganing to 5. Does your brew down? This is Belfie's brew. Although we played something very similar right when Lorwyn came out. I think I want to go tutor up a swamp. I'm thinking swamp and forest. Try to play around Blood Moon to the best of my abilities. Nah, the spell's already resolved by the time Containment Priest is in the yard, I think. So everything already comes back. Could be wrong about that. Deceit? Uh-oh. They're gonna Thoughtseize me. If they're a Mardu energy, they could Thoughtseize me. Stop Zone, Show and Tell, so you think it works against Living End as well. I have no idea. That's a problem. That's a question for chat. Your former Boros energy, probably energy. That's a lot of trolls. That looks like my Twitch chat. If a Containment Priest enters the battlefield at the same time as other creatures, its ability won't affect those creatures. Okay, I didn't think so. But why does it work with Show and Tell then? It would work with Hypergenesis because you can put it to play first with Hypergenesis. I thought they entered at the same time with Show and Tell. Scheisse. Ooh. Judge. Oh my god. See that fast chat? The return of fast chat. Let me cast it. I guess they want to ping everything and bring it all back. What if I have an endurance? I don't, but what if I had an endurance? It's gonna work out for them, I think. Yeah, they just decided not to. Which I think is gonna win them the game, actually. So I can just fly, I die. So awkward. Yeah, man, if I had endurance, they just get blown out there. So I don't know. They took the gamble and it paid off. I didn't think that's what they were gonna do. My man is kind of bad though. There's a Shriekmaw. Wistfulness, no. Oh, basic island. Don't do me like this. I'd like to put one Deceit in the graveyard. Your turn. Basic island's doing me so dirty right now. No. No, oh, basic island. Why? How doomed. Guys, I should have mulligan. Thought maybe I could find like a land cycler or something. More cat. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't think I really have a choice other than to cast Shardless Agent. Otherwise, I'm just gonna die. If they have a chance, I die anyways. No chant. Bye bye, graveyard. Alright, can I beat a Guide of Souls on a stacked graveyard? The answer might surprise you. What's up, Josh? How you been? Did you go to Richmond? I'm gonna die. Oh, that's right. I saw your post. I liked it too. but I didn't read it. Did you have to be top 8 to get back on the PT? Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can Wistfulness into Endurance. That's my only out here. Or I could Overlord into Endurance. I think I Wistfulness into Land Overlord. It's also my green card, though. Chad, what do you think's correct? Do you think I Overlord him? Or do you think I Wistfulness try to draw land? If I Wistfulness into land green card, then I can, I don't know. It's hard. 1000% Overlord him. Die and go to the next game. Dies of death. What we got there? That's a lot of nothing, though. Good thing I didn't Wistfulness. I guess if I had Wistfulness, then, yeah, I would have missed. I would hit Endurance plus Overlord, so I wouldn't have had a green card to pitch. Do I have Basic Forest in my deck? I do. Okay, Basic Forest and Halo Forager. Forest, land, Forager. Mayhaps they have another piece of graveyard hate. Another Thraben Charm, a chant. Still nothing. One or two Spider-Man. I was thinking about it. You can also play Speaker in this deck as well. Speaker's kind of cool. Okie dokie. Streamer finds Endurance. This Overlord guy's kind of good. I have 2 Living Ends in my hand still. Josh, you would love those decks. You would absolutely love those decks because they're so needlessly complicated and unnecessarily difficult, and I almost timed out. Just trying to figure out how to play the deck optimally. Sure. Alright, jigs up. They know we're on Living In. Am I getting EP? Not really. Like, my eyes are just getting sore from staring at a screen all day. Oh my god, shut up, Zeriak. I think I'm still just Thoughtseizing them. Kinda wish I could Thoughtseize myself. What the fuck? Soaring Vein Ripper. Kinda cooking with that one. Well, boys. Shimata. I'm about to suspend this Living In. Alright, it's time. Suspend living in. They have 2 soul spikes in their hand. I feel like I'm in danger. I was thinking about maybe just playing the Halo Forager and then Otawaring something later. I don't know. I guess it's probably bad. I can eat a food as soon as the Generous Ent comes back. Oh, good. Save me, Halo Forager. I'm gonna take 2 regardless. Oh my god. No, 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 no. Vein Ripper. I should have blocked. I'm losing the Vein Ripper. I'm going out on my own terms. Kill me. Actually, didn't matter if I blocked. It also counts my creatures too. Alright, well, random Soaring Vein Ripper. Why did we block? Because it's going to come back and make a blocker. And do a point of damage to me anyways. I didn't take into account them drawing another Soaring. I guess Brazen Borrower is probably not bad. I don't think I'm a fan of this many Halo Foragers. Halo Forager feels pretty bad when it just like rots in your hand. Let's see. I think I need this Overlord. I think this Overlord's too important. It's like the only way I'd do anything. No, Skateboard's broken. The amount of times I've tapped down a land with Skateboard's so busted. What the fuck, Dothy Voidwalker? Oh my god, man. Kill me now. I don't think I can beat that. How the fuck do I beat that ever? Cast Living End. Ha ha ha. Somebody tell him. Somebody tell him about the interaction between Dothy, Voidwalker, and Living End. Oh, my opponent doesn't know. Okay, well, that makes it easy. Oh my gosh. It's messed up. Well, we gotta do what we gotta do, I guess. Hopefully this Overlord carries. Maybe I draw a land. A hard cast this other Overlord him. That'd be nice. The Dothy interaction, TM. You can sacrifice Dothy. If Dothy's in your graveyard, when Living End resolves, Dothy will come back into play before the Living End finishes resolving, and then Dothy exiles Living End with a void counter on it, and then you can sacrifice Dothy to cast Living End, and then you can undo your opponent's Living End and then get Dothy back. The Dothy problem. Yeah, that's to never attack with it or have a removal spell for it. One of the two. What if it's like Felmire, my Overlord? Why not Thoughtseize? What do you mean? March for 6. Is any graveyard? Oh, wow. I didn't know that. That's why. A good Thoughtseize. Doesn't seem bad. But casting Wistfulness is also pretty good. I always have like a Vein Ripper in their hand or something. I didn't know you could Halo Forager Thoughtseize. Oh, now it's been the Halo Forager because I'd rather cast these 5 drops. Yeah, my opponent's playing Vein Ripper. Damping Sphere is interesting. Alright, let's take another. Let's just actually take the entire playset of Endurance. I'm gonna need them. Maybe I want more Halo Forgers if I can cast Thoughtseize with it. And Inquisition. Maybe Halo Forge is kind of fire. Just to demoralize them. Just to be like, you know what? Still had this too. This is the oh god, please don't have Dothy Voidwalker the hand. That's fine-ish. I'm gonna cycle. I'm gonna cycle and get an Overgrown Tomb, I think. Please, sir, do not walk the void. Takes Overlord, which makes sense. Hedge Maze. Overlord. Top. That's the card they thought sees. It has to be good, right? Thought that was supposed to be a Soaring Vein Ripper. And I was like, well, I'm dead. Subtlety is pretty fire. But I think it's just Shardless Agent here. I don't read chat, sunglasses. They're just gonna hold up mana. I'm probably just gonna Thoughtseize them with Halo Forager. Should have put this into play tap because I don't think we're ever cycling this Generous Ent because I want to pitch this to Endurance. Can confirm the joke was made 7 minutes ago. Well, time to put a landmine in the chat. You know what to do, Wave. Necro. Save yourself. I was going to suggest you put a landmine in the chat. 9 life. I think they have Force of Despair. Probably have Force of Despair. That's I think that's fine if they have Force of Despair. My Generous Ent. I could also just Halo Forge with Thoughtseize. Maybe that's better. I mean, they're at 7 life. They don't get to see too many more cards. They might get that, like, land shielded, right? Necro prevents them from putting anything else in their graveyard. Kind of want to Thoughtseize them. What do you think, chat? I guess Shelly's not that bad for me. Ragavan, Looting, Vein Ripper, Dothy. Can I beat them putting a Vein Ripper into play? Probably. Alright, we'll leave Deceit on top. Pass. Goes to 6. Soaring. Vein Ripper. Oh, I could have also Thoughtseized. Damn, I thought that's when you cast it. Yeah, right. Could have Thoughtseized them too. Oh, they go to 1. Interesting. Yeah, I missed the Thoughtseize line again. These sneaky Thoughtseize lines are getting me. I thought this had to be cast for it to trigger. I don't know why. I've been clicking through it, triggering whatever I bring it back from living in. Big old March. Back up to 9. Deceit undoes Vein Ripper. Because I can evoke the Deceit and then sacrifice it. Is there a better line? It's unfortunate because I'd have to play Otawara to get that done. My mana were a little bit better than... Could do some other stuff this turn. I think balancing their Vein Ripper is pretty good. I want to kill their Soaring. Probably. I'll also leave up Endurance this way. I really don't know if I care about Soaring. I guess the lifelink part's kind of annoying. Alright, now we leave up Endurance. Maybe they have another Soaring in their hand. Another Soaring would be a pretty big beat. It's a pretty big beat as well. I think I messed up this game, chat, by not thoughts using him. I think that cost me this game. I ended up going 3-2 with it. Probably could have 4-1 if I had a little bit more time to think about lines one game. But we're running out of time. What if they boarded out their soul spikes? Could have also subtlety Shardless Agent back on top of my deck. I don't think I played this game very well. Necro's kind of a hard card to deal with, though. Maybe I rip Wistfulness off the top. And surgical my Halo Foragers. My Halo Foragers. And surgical my Deceits. That's fine. Now I think I thoughts use them. We finally did it, chat. We can finally thoughts use our opponent. It's a lot of soul spikes. I think I'm gonna die. Wistfulness just kind of vanished on me. Wistfulness went AFK. Spike. Spike again. I mean, I would have won this game if I just thoughts used them instead of being a dingus. The Shardless Agent I needed. I just didn't realize that it was either graveyard, and I missed it the second time also. Hate to see it. Prediction time, chat. We get the spiritual 5-0. I think we would have won that game if we thought seized. Just be like, hey, if I did this differently, I would have won, so can you concede to me? Thanks. Thanks. That dog girl. It's a battle of the century. Damn, Eggy got Steve from Stranger Things. I never lose, except for all the times I lose. Which is quite often, as it turns out. Oh, wow. I don't lose. I simply allow you to win. To give you a chance. To make you think that you have a glimmer of hope for just a second. Before I utterly lose to Ranger Captain. What the? Walking Ballista in the graveyard as well. Why would they want to Walking Ballista in the graveyard? I guess they're trying to combo. Giving out chances like candy. Especially when I was playing like eggs earlier. Jeez, Bolin. I messed up. I'll admit it. I messed up. I should have thought seized you sooner. Yeah, I just didn't know what my cards did. Idyllic Grange. I'm gonna lose. What is this? Their board's better than mine. Is this Spike's fault? Why am I not surprised? I'm gonna die. Bounce Guide. I don't think I can afford a Bounce Guide. I think I gotta get the 5 mana. Guess I can't really bounce Ranger Captain and Shardless Agent in the same turn because I could just sack it. How terrible. What the Thraben Charm? Another Ranger Captain? I'm so dead, man. Just the most dead. I think it's really funny that energy kind of smokes live again still. If they have a single Ranger Captain. Even if you could resolve the living end, they could just sack the Ranger Captain, bring it back, and then usually just make enough guide pride shenanigans to just block your entire board anyways. Alright, we'll try it. His hand's pretty cursed. I think camera's good. Beyond camera. I'd have to think about it. The 10,000 pieces of graveyard hate. Oh yeah, skateboard. Skateboard's amazing. I think Super Shredder has potential. I don't know where Super Shredder goes, but that card can get very, very large very quickly. Graveyard hate. One of my many weaknesses. I'm almost out of Shardless. I'm actually out of Shardless Agents. One of my hands, the last one. Also, they've been to Ranger Captain. Sure. Alright, one more green land off the top or hit the promised land. That is not what I thought they were going to play after Hylia. Alright, no card draw from Hylia. Red and Fair PogChamp. Yeah, just pass. They have a ridiculous amount of hate pieces. Why are you so hateful? I gotta do something, otherwise I'm gonna die, right? Yo, maybe I impend Overlord. I'm probably gonna have to bounce the Soul Cauldron with Deceit. Hmm. No, I can't play Endurance. I don't have double green. It is legal to evoke. I guess I could pop the bauble and then evoke. That seems bad. I think taking the cauldron off the table's better. Question mark. Probably. Turtle. I think I go blue, blue, black, black, bounce Leo. Thoughtseize them. I could also bounce my own Overlord. I think I want to bounce this to their hand. So I don't die randomly. Double bright glass. He turned it down, but he's still up there shredding. I'm rude for him. Do I want Force of Vigor? Seems bad against Vexing Bubble. Sand does nothing at all. Keep. I don't want to cycle the bubble. I would have cycled the lantern first. It's actually getting gate kept by that bubble. I want to playing chords. Rumbies. Ocelot Pride through Soul Guide Lantern. I feel like they're going to take the Soul Guide Lantern. Yeah, they took the Soul Guide Lantern. Cast the Soul Guide Lantern. Targets Windswept Teeth. Bloodstrand. Brazy. I think I grab a forest and I grab Overgrown Tomb. Mistrise. I kind of want to just Thoughtseize this Ocelot right out of their hand. I'm getting pretty close to being able to cast Rumble also. This cat's gonna be large. Not sure there's a ton I can do about that. Oh. Still think I take Ocelot Pride. Dead if I drop Ballista though. Maybe I'm supposed to take the Leonardo, I don't know. I think the Leonardo's probably better. Things gonna get real beefy. Now I could take the Leonardo. Or alternatively, I just cast a 4/4. I think I'm more about casting a 4/4. They can make a 5/5 though. Think it belongs in Belcher Energy? Probably not. It's only good if you have Soul Cauldron Ballista. Uh-oh. Danger, 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 danger. Think I am deceased. Grabbed Ocelot Pride, Walking Ballista. Think I needed the endurance at some point. Yeah, our deck didn't really do anything. I don't know. Super unbelievably dead. I guess I could Thoughtseize the Leonardo out of their hand. Try to block my way out of this, but I think I'm just dead to Ballista anyways. I mean, their deck seems like really, really hard to beat. I don't know how we beat that. Kind of crazy, no? The day of 3/2s. Howdy, chat. Well, I appreciate y'all hanging out today. Flash eating gnome, thank you for the raid.
Have you peeked? Bing bong, bing bong, bing bing bong. Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.